The vision and sound are on. The station goes on the air.
A mighty maze of mystic magic rays is all about us in the blue.
For the time being, says the Spectator, television will be a mere toy of the well-to-do.
The Times says, man is a gregarious creature. It is unlikely that he will desert the cinema and theatre for the lonely pleasures of television at home.
The world is at your door. It's here for everyone to view. Conjured up in sound and sight by the magic rays of light that bring television to you.
Going back to that very first day, it must have been tremendous excitement for you. How did you go about choosing what to wear, that sort of thing?
Well, they said you couldn't wear white. It wouldn't photograph well. And not a low neck. So they gave me roses to put down my chest. And I couldn't have red hair, which I did have in those days. I used to colour it. And it came up beautifully, so you see, they were pleased about it all.
And what about makeup? Because these days on television, you and I, we probably have a little bit more makeup on than we would wear to walk down the street.
Yes.
But what was it like then?
Well, the little box we went into, I had blue lips.
Blue?
Blue, all blue around here, heavy blue. That's why my eyes look so awful, I think. White cheeks, dead white. And all your hands had to be white, and your arms. And it broke down. All sorts of things went wrong with it. So then we had the EMI, which went on in the evenings, which was a nice show, really. All the artists, very good.
Baird publicised television more effectively than any other individual. But eventually, when television established itself, it was not on the lines that he had for so long envisaged.
Every hotel, the Berkeley, the Ritz, the Qualinos, anywhere you like, they all had acts which could be bought quite cheaply at the times we wanted, because they did their night shows very, very late, say at 11 and 1, whereas we wanted them at 9 p.m. So that the girls and the shows could come to Alexandra Palace, rehearse during the day, relax. They knew the show anyway, you see. And then we would do them at about 9 p.m. and they would go back in their coaches to London. Everybody would have a little pocket money.
Over 6'2", who's stopping up Lenox Avenue. Someone different with a something new.
We had a small audience who were pretty highbrow and pretty well educated. We did Pirandello, his Henry IV, a marvellous performance by Ernest Milton. We didn't have to worry about what are now called TAM ratings and so on. We could be as highbrow as we liked. When I'd go to the rehearsal of the next play I was working on, Dallas Bauer or George Murray Farrell, the director, would say, "We had 2 or 3 very nice letters." Well, out of 300, that's not bad.
At the beginning of the war, at AP, we were in the middle of a Mickey Mouse film, and we were told to cut that, and we all went to our war stations. There was a whole stack of Mickey Mouse films, you see, and when I returned there, one of the first phone calls I got was from America, Hollywood. Roughly, it said, have we insured the Mickey Mouse films against bomb damage? I said, good God, no. We haven't even insured the Backroom Boys against war damage.
Sylvia Peters, you were one of the first announcers in those trailblazing days when the service reopened here. It was actually in this studio you did...
Very studio, yes.
Did you have any really hairy moments when everything came to a halt?
We had one very bad night when we were doing a play and the power was failing and the actors got fainter and fainter and I had to keep saying we're very sorry, you know, that this is happening. And in the end we actually had to abandon the whole production.
And of course you had no teleprompters or auto cues or any of these machines.
No, I paced these corridors many a time learning my script.
What about clothes?
Well, we all wore full evening dress, really.
Including the men?
Including the men, yes. Even in this rather grotty studio, we had beautiful evening dresses and jewels and everything.
So Alexandra Palace, where British television was born and grew up, retires from the fray with dignity and many happy memories of pioneering days. Though the transmitter remains for the time being in its empty dressing rooms and studios, only the echo will be heard of an exciting era in our history. Thank you, Ali Pali.